What this is about? What this is about personal development. So it's not so much following a set of rules, but actually aspiring to be one's fully evolved self. And in that pursuit, in that inquiry, developing firstly the awareness and fundamentally the awareness to see one's own patterns, to see when one is being triggered and feeling threatened, for example. The awareness to understand that we project our blame onto other people for the way our lives are, the way our circumstances are, why things aren't working as well as we want them to be. We tend to blame others and the outside world for our situation, and sometimes also, of course, blame ourselves. So the first step is having the awareness to, and the agency, making the decision and the commitment to take responsibility for the way my life is, the way your life is. And that you, and only you, are the one who can do anything about it, not the other person. You can't change somebody else. So these are fundamental principles upon which we address the nice guy syndrome, and that our meetings, workshops, retreats, processes, programs are fundamentally helping men to build their awareness and to teach them certain skills which we've learned over the years, over the decades, and that have actually enabled us to deliver results in the world that we've wanted to, and therefore fulfill those dreams and visions that men fundamentally want to do before they die, is have something bigger than themselves to focus on, bigger than their own feelings, bigger in importance and meaning than just them. They want to provide for others. They want to lead the way, leave the world a better place than when they entered it, and have others there, children, other people, not have to suffer in the way they did. If there's one thing I can say unites all of the men that we've ever worked with, it is to leave the world a better place. However clumsily they may have gone about that, it's fundamental to men. It's a drive, an authentic driver in men, whether they are conscious of it or not. That first step into taking responsibility is fundamental. The next step is to play a bigger game in the world, in life, than just making oneself a better person or being the best version of oneself one can be. When we start to think about the world out there and about other people and about the future, and start to make our life more about that than about our own comfort, let's say, and feelings, then the universe seems to conspire to support us in that endeavor. And magic happens. Things seem to happen that we want and need to happen in order for us to fulfill this bigger vision. So we get sort of swept up by an energy that drives us forward and creates a flow state where the energetic blocks of blame and counter-blame don't show up. They dissolve rapidly because we've done that work, that groundwork of recognition and ownership, taking ownership and responsibility. And so all those blocks rapidly begin to dissolve as we step up in the world. And as we develop our understanding of the world and our knowledge of what's happening or apparently happening out there and will be happening in the future, then we can start to make decisions about how we engage with that future. What could we bring? What do we see that's missing or likely to be missing in the future that we're all going to need in order to survive and thrive? There's a lot of change happening very rapidly, and so it's a challenge for us to be able to step up rapidly and to do what it takes to survive and thrive for ourselves and for our brethren, our tribe, our people, our communities, our society, our family, friends. So our approach challenges men to step up, and it challenges men to look at life from a different perspective rather than the narrow one that has limited them and limited their impact in the world and on their own lives, to date. And the book, No More Mr. Nice Guy, is of course a great inspiration because Dr. Glover maps out the kind of psychological journey and the behavior patterns so beautifully, so in a way that we can all relate. And what we're about is bursting through those patterns. We have our own approach and process and services to enable you to do that. I think that's enough of that. So you can join our group, our men's group, a community of men looking forward, working on themselves, working on their blind spots, working on healing their emotional traumas, and more importantly, working on the future, working on building their resilience and their capability for an uncertain future, outgrowing the reliance on relationship and comfort of the feminine to feel safe, but actually to build the capacity, let's say, to endure greater uncertainty, potential discomfort and anxiety and energy, and to be able to hold that so that in the midst of chaos we can still look forward and focus on achieving a brighter tomorrow. So join our group, come and take a taste of it, come and see what's in it for you, and we'll look forward to meeting you.